slideshow that showed and featured our 91 Hall of Famers. Quite impressive. Right now, we would like to introduce we already did that. No, we didn't. There's 2+. A word from our current president, Greg Troy.
Oh, we're doing it? Mm-hmm. Oh, very good.
Very shortly. This is a little different in the program, but we just had an ASCA board member that's had a tremendous career, and as we're looking at the Hall of Fame and our awards for this evening, felt it was important that Tim Welch is out here someplace. Tim, where are you? Tim just retired from coaching for the second time, and Tim, come on up here for a minute. And I'm just going to leave Tim, and then afterwards the girls are going to take us in, but our Hall of Fame inductions are going to be fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you, Greg. Greg has empowered me to make a very special, I trust very popular, I hope very surprising, and yet still somewhat sneaky announcement. As you walked in here tonight and saw on the screens, there are currently 91 members in the ASCA Hall of Fame. In the course of the evening, we will induct 5 more very excellent, worthy coaches into the ASCA Hall of Fame for a total of 96. It is my pleasure at this point to introduce and ask you to honor the 97th member of the ASCA Hall of Fame. Now, this is out of order and a little bit on the down low, because this coach does not like recognition. He likes to get things done. He doesn't like taking bows and taking pictures or getting credit or receiving awards. Nevertheless, said our president, Greg Troy, it's about time, and the time has come, that we honor this coach with such a well-deserved membership in the ASCA Hall of Fame. We are hoping that even in this digital age, some secrets can still be kept, and some surprises can still happen. So I am here to introduce a coach who, of all the coaches in the room, probably least needs an introduction. In fact, for all the 10,000 members of ASCA, he might not even need a last name. Our late friend Peter Leonard referred to him as the leader of the gang. I was in that gang. Guy Edson was in that gang. John Buzzard was in that gang. Lee Walker was in that gang. Dale Neuberger was in that gang. We were all in Syracuse, New York at the same time, and we've all made a living in swimming. And our leader at that time, and through these 40 very short years, was the aquatic director of the city of Syracuse and the head coach of the Syracuse Chargers. Then as now, his life was filled with energy and passion and a to-do list that no one else could complete. We worked hard for low pay. Our initial checks, as I remember, were $27 a month. Be careful how you spend it. We had regular staff meetings. We had weekly plans. We had monthly reports. We had things written and measured. Any of this sound familiar? I was even assigned one happy year to come to the ASCA clinic and report back on it. Right. Then as now, his desk was neat, but his notebook was full. There were file folders and lists for everything. Then as now, he had full faith and gave full responsibility to young people. He's always hired young people. He's been very clear about the assignments that he gives to them, very clear about the trust he puts in them. He holds them accountable, he gives them some support, but then he gets out of his way while they work their ever-loving daylights to make him happy and achieve the goal. Then as now, he is fully accessible to everyone. There is no red tape. There is no bureaucracy. If you have an idea, you have something to say, go straight to him. That's the way he wants it. He had fierce loyalty to high standards and to loyal friends. And he's had just as fierce impatience and intolerance for laziness and incompetence and compromising those high standards. My dream, he told me once, might have been one of those long, late nights walking around the streets of Chicago doing an Asker clinic. I don't know. But my dream is to run a very large organization and have all my friends in it. Well, so you do, and here we are. If this were England and we were royalty, we'd want to make this coach a knight. Not the shining armor kind of knight, but the well-worn battle gear kind of knight who dons his armor every day and goes out to right the wrongs and address the grievances and fix the injustices in our profession. That is his life. But we are not royalty, and this is not England. We are coaches in the American Swimming Coaches Association. And our intention tonight is to welcome John Leonard into the Asker Hall of Fame. So I hope you'll stand and join us. Welcome John Leonard, and join the Asker Hall of Fame.
Thank you. Thank you. I guess first I would say it's impossible for that group of people to keep a surprise, except I guess it's not. I was pretty much like, what the hell's going on? And then Tim started, and I'm at an age where, as George would say, we cry at commercials. So that got me going. This is not an honor I deserve, but I'm thrilled to get. I don't meet any other criteria for the Hall of Fame, but I much appreciate it. And I want to say what I've said in a couple of meetings this week, and I've been saying it actually for a lot of years. I like to fight. I love to fight. I can't help fighting. It's just who I am. And I've had the privilege for 30 years to work for a board of directors that has always had my back and always wanted me to fight. And as long as they'll still have me, I'm still going to be fighting. Thank you all very much. As I said, an honor I don't deserve, but I'm very happy to get. Thank you very much.